On February 27, 2026, the FDA approved Yuviwel, the first once-weekly treatment for achondroplasia, developed by Ascendis Pharma. That approval officially ends Voxzogo's 5-year U.S. monopoly, a franchise owned by BioMarin Pharmaceutical. This is not incremental. This is a rare disease duopoly forming in real time, in a market that could exceed $3 billion globally. Let's break down what actually matters for capital. First, the market. Bigger than it looks. Voxzogo generated $735 million in 2024 and guided toward $900.930 in 2025. At tilde, $320,000 per patient annually. This is one of the cleanest orphan drug pricing models in the market. High reimbursement visibility, chronic pediatric duration, low elasticity. With international rollout still expanding, peak global sales across competing therapies could plausibly exceed $3 billion. Critical context. Voxzogo represents over 25% of BioMarin's revenue base. So this isn't just competitive pressure. It's revenue concentration risk. Second, the core differentiator. Dosing architecture. Voxzogo, daily injection. Yuviwel, once-weekly injection. Mechanism, CNP analog versus long-acting CNP prodrug. FDA status, accelerated 2021 versus accelerated February 27, 2026. Age, includes infants versus 2 years and older. The commercial question is simple. Does once-weekly materially change adherence and switching behavior? In pediatrics, injection fatigue is real. If real-world data shows higher persistence with weekly dosing, share migration could accelerate quickly. If not, first-mover inertia dominates. Third, the Ascendis bull case, ASND. A structural dosing advantage. Convenience isn't cosmetic in chronic pediatric injections. It's a behavioral moat buster. B. Continuous CNP exposure. Ascendis argues sustained exposure improves signaling at the growth plate, a pharmacokinetic differentiator beyond frequency alone. C. Clinical package. Approval supported by 3 randomized trials and multi-year extension data, including the pivotal approach trial published in JAMA Pediatrics. D. Switcher pool. TD Cowen estimates about 20% of current patients may consider switching. Projected peak sales. Tilde. Euro 772M by 2032. E. Priority review voucher. The rare pediatric disease PRV could monetize for hundreds of millions, effectively non-dilutive capital. For a mid-cap biotech, that matters. Fourth, the BioMarin defense. BMRN. A entrenched base. 5 years of global physician and payer integration. Rare disease markets are sticky. Switching stable pediatric patients carries friction. B. Infant exclusivity. BioMarin remains the only therapy approved in infants, a powerful funnel advantage. Early diagnosis leads to early initiation and lower switch probability. C. Global scale. Expected availability in over 60 countries by 2027. Ascendis is US first. Time to global matters. D. Legal overhang. ITC action alleging Transcon. CNP patent infringement remains unresolved in the US. Litigation introduces optionality risk. Fifth, the hidden variable, third entrant risk. BridgeBio's infigratinib FGFR inhibitor could introduce a mechanistically distinct competitor. If that succeeds, the market fragments, pricing power compresses, and peak sales assumptions need haircutting. Right now, this is a 2-player chessboard, but that may not last. Sixth, what actually moves the stocks? Over the next 12 months, investors should track new start share, switcher velocity, and EU regulatory timeline for Ascendis. Also, confirmatory data durability, infant indication expansion potential. Prescription trend data will matter more than conference abstracts. Seventh, the real valuation question. For Ascendis, is this a single asset revenue inflection, or the validation of the Transcon platform as a repeatable engine? For BioMarin, is Voxzogo defensible at $1 billion plus long-term? Or does share erosion reset the multiple? This is a rare case where both sides can be partially right. The bottom line, this is one of the cleanest competitive setups in biotech. Incumbent scale and entrenchment, challenger with dosing advantage, high pricing power. Clear real-world metrics to watch. The next quarter won't be about height velocity. It will be about prescription velocity. And that's what institutions will price first.